Felicity from Get Your Rock Out here chatting to Harriet from Black Moth. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. It's very nice to be here. I'm just a bit sweaty from the gig, but good.
So you don't look sweaty at all, and so I think that's impressive going right there.
I don't know how I got away with that one. Just put a jumper on.
Covers a multitude of sins like a good jumper.
And a good hat.
Absolutely. So brilliant, and yet you have just played Damnation, and the organiser is sitting right next to us and has just said what a fantastic set it was. And so I'm guessing that you enjoyed it.
I did. It was awesome, absolutely incredible. Like the room was brilliant. It was bizarre though. It was a room that I did exams in when I was studying at Leeds Uni. So I was like, and it really dawned on me when we started playing, and I was like, oh my god! I remember literally sitting there doing a really grueling English exam, and you know, it's so weird. I mean, it must have been nearly 10 years ago. But yeah, it's very strange how the world brings these things into pass. But no, it was awesome, and the room was completely full. They were turning people away at the door, and that's just so good to hear. Like, so that's it was nice. A good crowd.
I'm really glad, and like everything I've seen from the tour that you've been doing, people have absolutely been going mad for it.
Yeah, it's nuts actually. Like I think with this second album, actually, finally the word is getting around, and that's just really lovely to see. Like everywhere we've gone, like there's been people singing along in the crowds, like all over the country, and that's just so it's amazing.
It really seems as though you've kind of stepped up to a whole new level with the latest album. It's just kind of taken you from like a good band to a truly fantastic one. And I mean, are you feeling really happy about where you are as a band at the moment?
Yeah, I am. I mean, yeah, it's nuts really. Like it's just sort of, it's all happening at quite a nice pace. We've got room to grow as musicians with our songwriting and stuff. Like keeping the albums coming, but at the right pace for us. And slowly but surely the word is getting around, I think. And it's definitely working in a positive direction. I'm just kind of hoping to do more festivals next year. I think that's what we're aiming for next.
And where are you thinking with that? Are you wanting to do the UK or Europe, or just to be honest, everywhere?
Well, everywhere, absolutely everywhere. India,
India.
Yeah, anywhere. But yeah, we do have we're working with Sound of Liberation, booking us in Europe now. They because we've got a European tour November, December this year for about 3 weeks. Which would be nice. But I'm kind of hoping so off the back of that we'll be able to get on some of the amazing European rock festivals, which would be awesome. And of course, like the UK ones as well. We did download a few years ago, and that was amazing. So it'd be nice to go back there again. Just whatever we can get, really.
No, it's really good, and it seems as though you're not particularly thinking, oh no, we need to get like another album out now. It seems as though people are really kind of so positive about this that you have got at least another good year's touring on it, which is great.
Yeah, I reckon so. I mean, it only came out in September. I mean, obviously we've got to start writing as early as possible. Really, we want to have written so much stuff that we really can just choose the best things at the end. So we have got going on the writing already, but yeah, I think I think there's no massive pressure, but I think you want to keep the ball rolling really. So yeah, it'll be out.
And this festival in itself is quite a spectacular place. Are you the only woman on stage today?
I don't think so.
Nice.
I think Monarch have a female singer.
Yes, fantastic.
So I don't think it's just me, which is nice. It's good to hear. But it's not quite enough. But that's just the way it is, isn't it?
And how do you find it? Is it quite difficult for you? Do you feel like kind of face a lot of opposition simply because you're female, or actually does it seem to be a crowd that has started to accept this kind of thing more and more?
I don't know, you do still get the odd arsehole who's of the opinion that I've had so many people have said to me, I just don't like bands with female singers. And it's just like, or they don't like female singers in this kind of music. Which the thing is, there's such a broad range of female singers. I mean, I kind of agree. Like, I don't often really like kind of sweet female singers on things. So, as a personal matter of taste, but there's female singers out there like what's her name, the lass from Torpor, who absolutely belts it. Like, she's got one hell of a growl on her, so to just write off female fronted music in this genre, I just think it's just silly, isn't it? It's just stupid.
Well, it just comes from a position of complete ignorance, because you've obviously not really listened to it. You're just
to
against it.
Decide that as well. You just wonder, why have you decided that? It's just like, ugh. So yeah, there is a little bit of that, but generally I find it's very accepting. I think it's hard work. I mean, I do ponder the question of why there aren't more women in it, and I haven't found the answer yet. I'm still thinking about it. I mean, it's a tough one because I've not had any major issues. It is really hard work, especially being on the road just with like 4 dudes all the time. I think I've done it for so long now that I'm kind of used to it. But yeah, like it's quite a position to put yourself in. But my lot are lovely guys, and and we all get on like they're like my brothers, for better or for worse. But yeah, I'd recommend anyone getting into it. It's all the fun.
It's interesting because I do a lot of like crew work touring, and like the thing that gets me is I mean, there have been so many occasions where I've been asked, so which one are you sleeping with, because they assume that I'm not there unless
I often rock up at venues and people will be like, oh no, friends and girlfriends aren't allowed in yet, or they'll show me the way to set up the merch stand. I'm just like, and to be fair, they're mortified when they realise. But I don't let them get away with it either. It's ridiculous. It is, but I just love to see more and more women involved across the board. I've had some amazing women doing sound for us in the last year or so as well. So I think we're getting there, and I'm seeing a lot more women in the crowds as well.
You know what? I think that this has been that's a huge difference I've noticed recently. There are a lot more female audiences.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think that's definitely a positive sign.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And now I've got quite a few female friends who tour manage as well.
Really?
And
great. Yeah, that would be nice. It's my way.
Well, hello.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Smashing.
But this is the thing. They've started to find that actually bands who have worked with a female are then requesting more females to work with, because they're actually finding that women are not only are they capable on the road, like they're actually hugely good to work with, because a lot of the problems you get with male tour managers you just don't get with the women. And so I think there's
any
a bit
environment
of a shift.
benefits from a male and female influence. It wouldn't work all women, just as it doesn't work all men. Like I think there's so much to be gained from getting that balance. Like people bring different things to the pot, and I think that's definitely a positive thing to work towards.
Well, fingers crossed, but I'm like that you see more women at shows as well.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I've seen that, yeah.
So brilliant. No, it's I think the whole issue is like such a fascinating one, and we could probably talk about it all day.
This is true. Yeah. But let's just let it do what it does. I think it's, I have faith.
And I think that festivals like this, the sheer amount of different genres they actually bring together in one small genre, I think that it really opens up people's eyes to what's actually out there, which is always a great thing. Yeah,
that's very true. It is. I mean, I think for a lot of maybe less educated minds out there on the metal genre would just think, oh, metal festival, it's all just going to be a certain kind of thing. But it's actually a very broad lineup, you're right, and there's an awful lot of amazing bands here, and I'm dying to see Anal Nathrak, and I'm dying to see It's Invitus and Orange Goblin. And I mean, it's all sorts of stuff, so I think it's a really good festival. Yeah,
definitely. No, it's going to be a good day, really.
I know.
And you got finished early, and so you can enjoy.
Job done. Now I can party. I'm very happy.
Fantastic. And like the next few months or so, I mean, what's on the cards? Are you heading back out to Europe?
Yes, we are. We're doing 3 weeks in Europe with Anlid Mam. They're our label mates. They're on New Heavy Sounds with us. That's November, December. And then we have a London date at the Shacklewell Arms on the 26th of January, which is great. I like that place. And then I think just going to be doing some more touring, trying to get on some festivals, like I say, and then keep on writing.
Sounds very exciting indeed.
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat. It's been a real pleasure, and I have no doubt that we're going to see you very soon.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Thanks.
Nice one. Thanks a lot.